Who's that swing? Welcome to the mysterious John Lewis Show. Let's all get together and welcome straight ahead, Monsieur John Lewis.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and Ron. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Ron, like I've mentioned in previous shows, he's come all the way from California to be with me. Mm-hmm. You understand? And I need another chorus to be on the other side so we can have some fun.
And keep the balance going. You dig?
But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ron Jefferson, my co-host, ladies and gentlemen.
Ron
Thank
Jefferson.
You. Who's that swing, Ron?
Who's that swing? Thank
you. But ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody that's history now.
That's right.
Sitting between us. And his name is Roy Haynes, an extraordinaire. I mean, one of the prolific, dynamic, innovators, culminators. I mean, you name it, he's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome Roy Haynes.
Haynes, all right. Who's that swing?
Who's that swing? Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, he's someone, ladies and gentlemen, that has, you know, I'm just gonna mention two dynamite people who we have as our backdrop on the show: Charlie Parker and Billie Holiday. You understand? And I got him out of bed. You know, I kept him from cutting his lawn. You know, I mean, he's an entrepreneur, ladies and gentlemen. Own houses everywhere. You understand what I'm saying?
And cars too.
So Roy, so what have you been doing, man? I haven't seen you in such a long time. What have you been doing in the music? No, other than the music business. See, I know there's other facets of your life. What have you been doing other than music, Roy?
Other than music?
Other than music.
Getting new grandchildren.
New grandchildren?
Yes.
Your grandfather?
At your age?
I'm a grandfather, yes.
Really?
I'm a grandfather a few times.
A few times?
Had a new one last week. My daughter had a baby girl.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Riding my 10-speed bicycle.
Really?
Yes.
You look like you're about 20, Roy.
Oh, yeah?
How do you keep so
I don't feel like it, though.
I mean, what do you do to stay in shape?
Ride my bike.
But wait a minute now.
And play drums periodically.
Periodically?
Every now and then, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
man.
Cutting lawns?
Well, I do that, too, but you want to talk about that?
I mean, we can talk about anything
that's
you want to talk about.
Outdoor
exercise.
Oh, that's right. You
I got an electric mower, though, you know.
Oh, is that right? You don't have to be, is that too strenuous?
No, it's not too bad, except you got to watch your feet and your eyes because the stuff comes out, you know, it's fast, you know.
Yeah, and you do have small eyes.
Can't hurt none of them eyes.
Hey, Ron,
you too,
better
Ron.
to see with.
Yeah.
Ron, I know you and Roy Haynes go way back, and I'm the youngest one up here. So.
Oh yeah, how young are you?
Yeah, I'm younger.
In other words, you our son.
Yes.
You our son.
So I mean, I know you guys. You gonna have a good time with Roy. You may as well have it, Ron. There he is.
See, this is our son, Monsieur Haynes. This is our son.
So I mean, go ahead, Ron. You got him now.
No, but actually, there's one thing that I want to say about Haynes because I've been knowing Haynes for quite a while.
Yeah.
You know, being a jazz drummer myself.
Mm-hmm. You play jazz?
Jazz. What is jazz?
I don't know. Who's that swing?
Hey, baby. No, that's it. No, right. You said the right thing. Beautiful.
Hey, Ron, what you told me about Haynes before you came back to California, and we used to, over the 7 years you spent out there, and we used to talk about him on the telephone. He was famous, not just in person. You know what I mean? He was famous over the telephone because every time I called you, asked me, "Have I seen Haynes?"
Oh yeah, always.
Always asked about Haynes.
Ron, how come you didn't call me?
Because Haynes is one of my favorite drummers.
How come you didn't call me?
I should have. Wow, I should have called you. Right, but I was so busy.
Hey, Ron, I know why. Ron, I know why you haven't called me. He got private numbers, Ron.
Huh?
He got private numbers.
Oh, I dig. Right, that's why I had you to call him. You called
private numbers.
You guys ganging up on me now. Ganging up on me.
But what I want to say to you, Haynes, is that what I want to get back to you is that
look at it.
You know, like all drummers, like there are a lot of drummers out here. You know, that I see a lot of drummers, and I never say that one drummer is greater than the other.
Yeah.
All drummers to me are great.
Right.
I can never. That's why I don't dig poles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to you, what I would like to say to you, as far as solo improvisation in drums, to me, you're the greatest. You're the greatest of all of them.
Really?
To me. No, I really feel that way.
Uh-huh.
And I also feel that a lot of other people feel that way because you can take a solo and the things that you do, is no end to your madness and to your trip.
Wow.
It's no end. I mean, when Roy Haynes sit down and take a solo, believe me, you're on an experience that's unbelievable.
Wow, man.
Right, and I really, so as far as that particular part of the drums, to me, you're the greatest.
Wow, man,
Yeah,
that's really
right.
a compliment.
Yeah, you know, you're really.
Because I always enjoyed you and thought you were very great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I
thank
mean,
you.
by you saying that, you know, that sort of inspires me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And what do you see? A lot of people say that drummers it's better for them to practice. Some say it's better for them not to practice. Some say it's better for them to be mentally or whatever. How do you do it? Because you sound fresher now than you did when you were young. How do you achieve this?
I don't know, I guess with age.
With age,
I just mellow out.
Because in this society,
I don't know.
he supposed to get worse.
Yeah.
In a society like we live in.
Well, it was something nice that you said. You said you heard drummers are supposed to practice and they're not supposed to practice. I never heard that before. I heard that everyone was supposed to practice.
Right.
Which I'm playing constantly. Within. All the time.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of drums all the time. In fact, like you can't notice on my feet. I just got that natural nervous energy.
That's why,
You know what I mean? I've always had that, and I'm practicing that way. So when I get on the bandstand, I feel like a doctor. You know the way they say a doctor is practicing.
Yeah.
That's when I go to work. That's when I
you're
practice.
going to work. Yeah, a surgeon, right.
In other words, you're saying it's all mental. Yeah, it's physical too, but
it has to be physical because if you don't have that, you got to build yourself up to that point where you can feel and play what's in your mind.
Yeah, because we as drummers, we have nerves in because a lot of people say, why, Ron, when you talk, you always move your hands.
Yeah, that's
because of that. It's because of that nervous energy. Because I'm always using my hands, and they can't understand it. It's very hard for me to explain it to the people.
Those are method people, Ron. They got their books, Ron, and they're and instead of using the book and extend that, I'm not saying you should read. You should.
They get to the book and stay right
there. Stay right in the book. That's what he's talking about. It's mental after you.
And I can tell Haynes don't stay right in the book by the way he plays.
I don't know nothing about the book.
Right, I can tell.
But Haynes, but you know one thing. I know one.
You can tell I play wrong, hold my stick wrong, and play wrong.
But you know one
thing. They said Blue Mitchell did that too, and yet still he was a great trumpet player.
Oh yeah.
But I've never seen any books. Oh yeah, a few drum books. They try to write your solos down, but they try.
Yeah. There's a guy doing it now. He's been coming in from Cleveland.
Yes.
Every gig I play, like Massachusetts, everywhere he flies in, he gets the Village Voice. So I'm playing locally anywhere. He knows, and he's there.
He's trying to write your solos.
He's been writing them.
When did he start?
Ohio. I don't know. He was probably doing it before I realized it, and he used to write letters to my old address in Queens.
Is he white or black?
He's Caucasian.
Yeah, why is he always trying to write our solos now? Why these?
Well, I don't know. He feels that, he's into it, and he.
What is wrong with light complected people, man? Always trying to write down dark complected people's solos.
Hey,
why is that?
Hey, who's to say really why?
My engineer is cracking up. Go ahead. No, they used to.
Really why?
They used to me. Go ahead.
Hey, I don't know. You probably.
Why these cats
maybe
always do that?
sometime we can get him on the show and.
That'd be beautiful. I asked him that. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'll ask him next time I see him.
Yeah. He's intelligent. He must be intelligent trying to write your solos.
Write his solos down.
He's got other people.
He's got to be. To write Haynes solos.
He's got other people reading them because I can't read. He's got other people reading them.
He must be a genius.
Really?
Hey, so he wants to put out this book,
He wants
to give me half of the book, when he puts it out.
No, he should give you 3/4 of the book.
Well, why don't you just give me the book?
Hey, Ron,
yeah, that's right.
Ron, that's beautiful what he just said.
Yeah,
but Ron, when I was talking to you in California on the phone, and they was honoring Roy Haynes in his hometown in Boston. I mean, everybody came out. Took all these years. Oh, you remember they honored you?
I remember, but I didn't know you remembered.
They gave you a key to the city. Ron,
I didn't know this.
You see?
Oh yeah, they have it.
Not saying you don't deserve it. You deserve the city.
But that's beautiful. I just want you to know that. You didn't know that, I don't think. And
they started a Roy Haynes scholarship fund.
That's beautiful.
The Boston Jazz Society did that.
Yeah. That's what I want to talk about.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Boston Jazz
So
Society.
where do they get the funds from?
Well, usually every year they give a concert.
Yeah.
And they make money with that, or they try to. And they have different things. They have a barbecue during the summer, and they raise money different ways.
That's beautiful, man.
And what they've been doing every year since they started the Roy Haynes Scholarship Fund, which was about 5 or 6 years ago, they would have a concert, and they would have different students from all over the world that attend Berklee School of Music in Boston. And they would give some money to a young student every year. In fact, the first year, Branford Marsalis won.
He won. Yeah, Marcellus.
And a lot of drummers, a drummer from Philly, I forget his name.
Philly Joe Jones.
No, it wasn't Philly Joe Jones. Right. It was Philly somebody else.
Yeah, Philly.
But they're a great bunch of people.
Yeah.
Boston Jazz Society, and the president of the Boston Jazz Society is a gentleman by the name of Ed Henderson, who lives in Boston.
Oh, Ed Henderson.
And he's a brother, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you played at the Apollo.
I played the Apollo, one of my first gigs, 1945 in New York.
So now,
how old were you in 1945?
No, about.
Yeah, he was about.
I was here with you.
Well, I played at the Apollo in 1945.
Yeah, he was 6 months.
And Savoy Ballroom, my first gig in New York.
Savoy. Now, wait a minute. Now,
and Lincoln Haynes.
Now, Ron. The reason,
21.
Hey, Ron. The reason I asked that question because, Percy Sutton. They redid the Apollo.
Yeah,
and I didn't. Did you attend any of those?
Oh, no.
Ceremonies?
No.
Now, see, it's people like him. I saw Sarah Vaughan.
That's a good subject.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw Billy Eckstein.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but the people like himself.
Yeah.
1945. I saw. Not taking anything away from George, which is wearing a woman's dress. You understand what I'm saying?
Which George?
What George? What's his?
Where's the one?
Boy George, but he had on a girl's dress, man. Wait a minute.
How you know it was a girl's dress? Maybe a dress made for a man.
No, but I'm just saying.
She's wigging.
No, but
she's wigging.
But I'm saying this. Wait a minute now.
Go ahead.
What you were doing at the Apollo then, see, he didn't exist.
No, he didn't exist.
That's what I'm saying.
1945, man.
He didn't exist. Okay, they had a lot of people that didn't exist, and they
didn't have nothing to do with
but
it.
they were
Right.
influenced by black artists. I mean,
But
that's
they-
beautiful.
yeah,
That's a compliment to me.
Didn't have
but
nothing to do with
they
it.
they have to have somebody. They can't overlook. They have to find you.
Yeah.
They had to make sure to find you. You understand? A few jazz artists, they did find.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough, Ron.
No, not
Because I
really.
know there's a whole lot of
Because
jazz
that's the way
artists
I
played in
felt. I
Apollo.
felt
Well,
that way
they
too.
mentioned Basie and they showed some clips.
Yes.
And they mentioned Duke and they showed some clips. And they got that out of the way quick and they went on into
Went on
Yeah, you
to
see,
Motown.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Motown. But I understand that
Hey, that's
because if you really want to present our history,
Right.
that wasn't it, Ron.
You've got to know it wasn't. You've got
You
to
understand?
include the jazz musician.
Yeah, you have to do.
Definitely.
I'm not say don't do the other.
Yeah.
Because that's all part of it. Rhythm and blues, the Delphonics, B.B. King. They all came out of him.
Right. That's right.
Well, B.B. King, he's older than I am.
I know. I mean, out of the music that you played, out of Armstrong.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And when I say you, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and what he's saying too, jazz is our culture.
Yeah.
So how can they? I mean, so that's all part of it.
Yeah, but it's beautiful that Percy Sutton is doing that. You know what I mean? But I was just not really disappointed. I just had a feeling they would do that.
But that's the
But
first thing.
it would have been nice if they did have some jazz artists.
Yeah, right.
It's another thing, about the music. You have, like you said, mentally, you have grown, okay? But I never hear them say that the jazz drummers are dead. You understand? I've never heard them say that. Like, Alvin Jones, Roy Haynes, Max Roach, Billy Higgins. They never say they're dead, Tony Williams. They never say the drummer is dead. Why is that?
Because he's never dead.
I mean, no, but, the music is dying.
The music is
And
dying.
he's the pulse
He
of
really
the
is.
music.
The drummer really is.
So why do you think they say the music is dead? I mean,
Oh, the music is dying.
Well, they want to kill the music.
why do they want to kill it?
Hey, man, I heard Milt Jackson on the air the other day talking about
Really?
it's sabotage.
He was saying that?
That's
Bill
what I heard him
Jackson?
say on one of the local stations.
But why is that? Something that's so beautiful and you just express yourself.
It's so
I mean,
beautiful.
yes.
Well, I guess
They
that's
take it
what-
for granted. It's so beautiful. Probably.
Yeah, they want to destroy beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't show you that they don't dig beauty.
But that's across, I think that's across the board though, because being commercial, I mean, in every pursuit, I guess. And you
Well,
think
they
so?
always say it's not marketable.
Marketable.
I
mean, why we have all these producers like George Wein and all these people that's not marketable?
Blue Note just
If it's not
came back.
marketable,
Blue
they're
Note
trying
just
to bring
came back.
Yeah.
Were you at
He sold his company.
Were you
for
at that
about-
I was
function?
in,
You're right.
out of the country there.
You were out of the country? But wait a minute, where are you going? You're marketable. You were out of the country.
I was out of the country at that time playing.
But you're marketable. What do you mean they say it's not marketable?
Well, I don't know.
You know what
I
they say?
wish I could put my
Yeah,
finger on it because I would
yeah.
naturally do something about it.
Yeah.
Sure, more than I'm doing.
Yeah, but that's well, see, because actually, yeah, right. No, yeah, more than what he's doing, right?
I
He'd
would
like
do
to
more.
do something, but he can't do it by himself.
Yes.
He has to have help. You see what I mean? Which means that when he said help, that means that all the musicians have to be involved in doing it. Because Alfred Lyons didn't come back into Blue Note for the love of it. He came back into
but he
Blue
didn't
Note
came back through another source.
through another source.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, through and also I heard that they're doing videos. It's a money source.
Yeah, well, that's what they.
Yeah, it's a money
But it is
source.
marketable then.
Yeah, it's marketable. And now especially getting into the.
You want to know
into
the guy's name, or should I leave that alone?
Yeah, I would like to know his name.
Bruce Limbaugh.
Oh, my friend from Columbia. But he did fight for jazz. You got a commercial?
He did fight for jazz, and you know, like a drummer of your capacity. I read a few magazines when I do read, because I don't read that much. But when I do read, I never see any mention of you, Haynes.
You don't see any mention of me?
I mean,
He's powerful, Ron.
You don't see enough mention of me, you should
That's
say.
what I
Ron,
should say.
Ron,
I don't see it.
Ron.
I don't say enough.
He's powerful, Ron.
Yeah,
why.
but that's what it is.
powerful.
So in other words, when something is powerful,
They don't want. I guess they don't want to deal with
they
it.
don't want to deal with it.
Well, usually leave that alone. Ladies.
Yeah, they leave
Why?
it
Or put
alone.
that aside, you know.
But you're a lovely fella.
Well, hey, man.
I mean, you're not barbaric. You don't kill
No.
people.
No,
You
well-
don't be shooting people. You make love on the bandstand. What else can you ask for, Ron?
And I know.
Hey,
and
Bruce Limbaugh, you can't have nobody better.
And you
than
got the pose right. No, it's
that. And
true.
Bruce Limbaugh is a friend of mine. You know, when he was at Columbia.
You've got pose. I never see Haynes in pose.
No, not too much, huh?
Yeah, not too
No,
much.
we make our own poll, Ron.
Yeah,
See,
but
we know.
no, but I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah,
just
see,
saying
no,
it should be.
but
But
wait.
like you said,
No,
when
no,
you're powerful,
But when I was playing with one of the Caucasian groups, I was way at the top.
that's beautiful. Because see there,
I was up
you
top.
heard what he said at the Caucasian.
Caucasian.
I was up
What
top.
kind of word is that? Caucasian.
I don't know.
That's why I say light complected.
Yeah, he was at the top.
At the time with the light complected
Yeah,
people.
For
at
that
the top.
season.
Yeah, right.
For that
That's-
season.
you
that
mean-
season.
But I know.
But I wasn't there the next season or when I wasn't with them now.
Yeah, right.
You mean you
Because-
just went on a trip with them? That's what you did.
Well, no.
Did you take them on
I
a
stayed
trip?
with them for a while, a year or so.
Really?
Sure.
You make it interesting? Did you make it interesting?
Oh, you know I did.
I know you did.
Oh, you're you're talking about Burton.
I didn't say who.
You don't have
Yeah,
to say, Ron.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's probably what it
look,
was, yeah.
Ron, if it wasn't interesting, if he didn't make it interesting, I don't think he would have stayed, right?
Yeah, he would stay.
That was good.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it was
saying.
good.
I enjoyed it. I had some moments. You know, I played some of those colleges where they thought I was a new young guy. Roy Haynes.
But you are though.
No, a new young guy.
Right. Because I
That's
heard
what's so
you-
great
yeah,
when
right.
you get too much credit. You can go someplace and you can be somebody new.
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody
and
named
then
him.
you get on bandstand and shake them up.
Say, whoa,
They
we
say,
weren't
here's
prepared
this
for
little
this.
youngster.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. That's
This little
good.
youngster coming up and all of a sudden, what?
Well, that's beautiful. He walking in a place and he meets a young drummer who they done built up, you know.
Yeah, right.
And then they say, would you like to play some? That's beautiful. Now, what else you have? What else you have in store for you? In New York, you know, because I know the festivals are coming up.
I don't do too much locally. Well, I do.
Yeah.
My next working job will be in Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With your band?
with my band, yes.
Who's in your band?
Ralph Moore playing tenor saxophone.
Yeah.
Ed Howard on bass.
Yeah.
Hideki Takawa piano.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Tokyo, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a quartet.
The quartet?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And when you play, another thing I want to ask you, when you're playing, when you're creating, who do you look for support mostly in your group, support from? In your group, when you're playing? Because I know who I look for.
Well, you know, what is it to say, the bass player?
Right.
That's it, the bottom,
Right,
the bass.
right, the bass
yeah.
player.
Bass. So you don't need a
Bass player.
piano?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you can
Really?
use it if it's the right one.
But if the
You
bass
know,
player and drummer don't work together,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
right.
the foundation. That
That's
has to be understanding there
Right,
and
right.
love. That has to be.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
that has to be compatible.
Combative. Have you been invited to any? I know you've done clinics, but have you been invited to the colleges to lecture on? With this,
Periodically.
you've done
Periodically.
that?
The last one was Bismarck
Yeah.
in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every so often.
Yeah. Because I know that you know the schools now they have music like Berkeley.
Right.
It started in the colleges across the
Right,
nation.
right.
Yeah, like in Texas and
Right.
places like that.
Well, up in New England Conservatory, the new chairman there of the jazz department is Miroslav Vitos, and we played together periodically.
Oh,
and he sort of he wanted me to get
How
involved.
could he get to the chairman so quick? Yeah. But now I know he came from Europe, and I know he's a decent bass player.
Well, he's been around. Yeah. He came, I think, maybe in the 60s.
Yeah.
And he was one of the founders of, excuse me, this,
No, you excuse Mr. Haynes.
yes, excuse me. He was one of the founders of Weather Report, and he didn't stay with him too long. And we played together with a group called Trio Music, periodically, which is Chick Corea, Miroslav, and myself. And he's been staying up in New England, and he's been teaching there for a little while. And
I mean, that's beautiful. I'm not knocking him teaching, but
so,
I'm just saying they
but
come
I didn't do it anyhow, you know. But he's up there.
Yeah, that's
and
beautiful.
you know, I grew up there. I went to Boston Conservatory when I was a youngster.
Yeah.
In Boston for a short period.
Yeah.
And
like Tony Williams. Yeah,
what do you mean, like Tony Williams? Explain that. What do you mean, like Tony Williams?
Yeah, because they were talking about you got your thing from Tony, and Tony said he got his thing from you.
Who's?
I mean, you know, you inspired him. A lot of people thought Tony inspired you, and Tony told people that you inspired him. You
Well,
the
maybe
father.
they inspired each other.
Yeah, no, but he was father because everybody was saying, you know.
Everybody like who, John? Everybody like
I mean,
who, John?
you know, I
You know people I don't know, huh? Everybody, I don't agree with that, John.
I don't agree with that
Everybody,
either.
but I don't
I
agree
thought that was strange when
I don't
somebody
think
was
it was
telling me
happening to
that.
everybody. Maybe somebody was.
Yes, you know, because he loves you. He
Well,
crazy
that's a
about you.
compliment if I was trying to sound like him. He inspired me, yo.
Yeah,
That's
that's
When he
what
did
Tony
come out.
can play.
But he used to
Tony
come out.
can
He used to come out when I was playing Boston. This is before he came to New York. Even I'd
Yes.
be up there with my group. He'd be always there every night.
That's what I'm talking about.
So and that was in probably the early '60s,
Early
maybe
60s.
'60s, something like that.
And what he was about 15, 16 then?
Probably.
Something around there.
Yeah, so it shows you.
But
that-
he's getting ready to make a movie now, though.
I know. You gonna
Yeah.
get ready to make one too, Quiet as
Well,
Cat.
I was gonna make a couple of them.
You know, because I had Khalila Ali on this show, and Ron and I, you know, Muhammad Ali's wife, you know, and she's involved and there are quite a few people that we like to see make movies and make money. Because I'm gonna be in it too. Well, I might be in it with you. I might be in it with you.
Oh, I didn't know I was gonna be in it though. Tell me
see,
more.
we'll talk about it after the show. Now,
See who play Michelle.
The young inspire the old, and the old inspire the young.
yes.
Yeah, that keeps it going.
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking
And ladies
about.
and gentlemen, every time, you know, he always impressed me like Miles Davis. I mean, on the level Miles Davis. I mean, as far as his attire, every time you see him, he's relaxed and he's sharp. And I mean, he's one of the. I wouldn't like to use the word bebop. I mean, I don't even want to use that was coined. That word was coined, you know. But he was always clean. You know, they always talk about musicians are dope addicts. No, they're not dope addicts. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
But I like to say that because there are a lot of musicians out here, just like he said, becoming a grandfather. He had kids.
Yeah,
You know,
people- yeah,
and
let other
he
people
invests
know
his
this.
money. He's an entrepreneur. You understand, Ron? That's the image that that should be presented.
Should be presented, right?
And that's what we're going to present.
The positive image.
Yeah, see,
Right.
but no one's perfect. There's always someone in all pursuits that go off on a tangent somewhere.
Right, because
All
if
right?
you listen to his playing, he's tasty.
Yeah.
And if you see him in person, he's tasty.
Uh-oh.
And he's clean. When you see him, he's clean. And it all involves in his playing.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And a lot of
by the
times-
way, Ron.
Yeah.
You know, that's right. I mean, he said he played with Billie Holiday and Charlie Parker, but see, he did it Sarah Vaughan too. See, he was
Yeah,
with Sarah.
but it's
How long were
also-
you with Sarah Vaughan?
A long time.
Long time.
5 years.
But
5
also,
years?
yeah. It's another legend too that you was
5
with.
years.
Another legend. You was with Booker Little and Eric Dolphy. You did a lot of recording with them.
I wasn't over with none of them.
You recorded with them.
Oh yeah, I recorded with him.
Right.
Eric Dolphy was with me.
Oh, yeah,
right.
With my
Yeah,
group.
right.
So I recorded with
And
him. I
Booker
recorded
Little.
with Booker also. Yeah.
Yeah, Booker
You see.
Little,
Yeah,
right?
see, let's get the history straight. That's
You
what
heard
I
the
say.
radio last week?
Huh?
Did you hear
Oh,
that
you're
clip?
right. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Did that surprise you, or you were aware of that?
No, I wasn't aware of it. It surprised
Yeah, you were, I
me.
thought
No,
so.
it surprised me. And also, I had another surprise too when I heard you with Joe Henderson. That was another surprise.
Oh, that was the thing that was probably taken off from the public theater.
Yeah, public theater,
Yeah.
because I heard that and I was puzzled at the drummer. I said, here's another drummer on the scene. Wow.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden it dawned on me. I said, wow, who could that be? Roy Haynes. There he is. Yeah, check him out, right. And a lot of drummers, I found a lot of drummers don't tune their drums, but I know you tune yours, don't
Don't
you?
I? Yes, sir.
Yes, I know you do.
Why is
Well,
that, Ron?
well, a lot of drummers today.
Why is that?
right.
The drums are not made to be tuned. They don't want the drums tuned.
Oh, that's a
There's
drag.
another sound that they got, and that sound is a studio sound too.
Oh, no
If
way.
I go in the studio with my drums tuned, there's always a big problem.
I know, but the same thing with me, right?
Hey, Ron, you know, we got to have Mr. Haynes,
Back.
Senor Haynes,
Back.
Send your hand.
under. We have to put him under, Ron, because he's too bad to be on top, Ron. That's what they've been trying to do, keep him under. But he's always on top.
But mentally, he knows he's on top.
You understand?
Yeah, right.
And that's what's beautiful. Hey, that's what's beautiful.
That's probably the problem.
See,
huh?
see. Hey, Ron, hey, look, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful to have him here. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you every Sunday on Channel J at 7 o'clock. And as Ron Jefferson says,
Who's that? Swing.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's just nice that he got out of bed, Ron. I woke him up at 10:30, Ron, this morning.
Yeah, beautiful.
understand?
He's always awoke. All you have to do is listen to him play, and you can tell him. Yeah, who's that? Sure, Roy Haynes. Yeah, very good to see you here.
Likewise.
We love you.
Nice to be
And
here.
I'll keep it going because the drummers, that's a drummer job.